to my channel. So this is the second time I'm gonna go ahead and refilm this video. I filmed this video and the whole footage was out of focus, so now I'm gonna go ahead and film it again, and hopefully I could remember everything I did, because usually when I film a tutorial I always forget what I did. So I'm just gonna start off with the brows as I normally do. My brow routine really hasn't changed. I am still using my Anastasia and my Estee Lauder concealer that I used in my brow tutorial, and I'm pretty much using all the same products, so I'm just gonna kind of like run through this. I'm not gonna like really talk that much. So now I'm gonna go ahead and move on to eyes, and I'm actually going to take my same product that I pretty much always use, and this is the Soft Ochre by MAC. I use this in every single tutorial. You guys already know the drill with this primer. I love it because it just conceals the eye and it primes at the same time, so it kind of works like a concealer, but it does a really good job with priming your eyes for eyeshadow. That I primed the eyes, I'm going to go ahead and take some powder, and I'm going to be using my Airspun powder. I just like this powder because it just makes the whole entire face look flawless, and since I'm going to be using this powder anyways, I'm just going to go ahead and throw that on the lids a little bit so that the primer kind of sets and isn't sticky, because if you just go ahead and apply eyeshadow, it might be a little sticky and it might be a little bit hard to blend out. Okay, so for the eyeshadows, I'm going to be taking the Jaclyn Hill palette. This is what it looks like right here, and I decided that I would actually use this palette because it has so many different fall colors, so I decided why not, let's just use this palette. So the first colors I'm going to be taking is these two top shades, and I actually found a little slit to this. So I'm going to be taking Silk Cream and MFEO, and I'm going to be mixing those, and then I'm going to be using those as a transition shade. So these two shades right here are going to be my transition shades. So I'm taking that on a big fluffy brush like this, and I'm going to rock that back and forth into our crease and then going up. I'm going to be taking that, and I'm going to be using the same exact brush that we started off with, and this is just going to help deepen up this transition shade. And I'm kind of just putting it right there where the crease is, and then I'm kind of blending up towards the brow and kind of on the lid. You can be kind of messy with this just because we aren't really going to see this color. The only thing you're going to see is the very top of this once we're done, where it's going to like fade better. So that's why I like adding these shades first, because I feel like it just helps the blending process. Okay, so then after that, I'm going to go ahead and take this color right here, which is called Burns, and I'm going to take that on a smaller crease brush. This is kind of like a fluffier, narrower crease brush rather than this one. You guys can see that this one's like more fat, this one is way more skinny. And I'm going to be taking that color and taking it right on the outer V and blending it right into the socket of the crease. I'm not going around like I was the transition shade. I'm staying right there in the crease, and I'm going to kind of build this color up because this is going to give us the definition of the crease. I'm going to go ahead and take these two colors right here, these two reddish tone colors, these two which are called Hitler and Roxanne. These two right here. I'm going to mix those, and I'm going to take that on the small tapered blending brush, and I'm going to put that right into the crease. And then once again, I'm going to take this blending brush that we started off with and blend that again. I just feel like once you take each shade, you should always go back with your first blending brush and just blend it, because I feel like that will make it look more blended, and it will just make it look more flawless. Before we lay down the other colors, I'm going to be taking some of my Airspun powder, and I'm going to be taking that on a small angled brush like this, and I'm going to apply this to the brow. I normally like to do just a powder like this. I normally don't do a shimmer, just because I think that the shimmer looks too much with the shimmer on the eyes. So I usually just take a matte color. I feel like it just looks better. and this just helps lift your brows a little bit and give it more of a blended look, because you're going to kind of clean it up with the lighter shade. I'm going to go back in and I'm going to be taking in this color right here, this dark chocolatey brown, which is called Mocha. This one right here. And I'm going to take that again on the little small brush right here, which is called Mocha. And I'm going to take that on a MAC 217 and I'm going to blend that right on the outer V, like right here. And this is just going to help deepen it up a little bit and make it look a little bit more sultry and smoky. After that, I'm going to be taking the color Firecracker or Firework, and it looks like this right here. And I'm going to be taking that on a flat shading brush, and I'm going to apply that right to the lids. This brush is just going to help pack it on and make it look more pigmented. And I'm just going to put that right in the inner parts of the eye, in kind of like the middle of the eye. I'm not going past this part because that part we do want to keep dark. So I'm just going right there where the lid is. And I'm actually going to go back into the Mocha, the dark deep shade that we took, which is this dark brown one. This one right here. And I'm going to take that again on the 217, and I'm just going to go back over this because I feel like it's not as blended and I want it to be a little deeper. I'm going to go ahead and do my eyeliner, and I'm going to be taking the Tarteist eyeliner. This is one of my favorites and I love it because it looks so black and dark and matte. So it really looks intense, but it really just makes the eyeshadow and the eyes and the liner stand out. So I'm going to go ahead and use that, and I'm going to be doing this off camera just for the simple fact that I can never do eyeliner on camera, but I am trying to angle it and master it so I can film a video for you guys, because you guys always ask me questions on how I do my eyeliner. So I am going to be filming that soon. So my eyeliner is now done, and I'm going to go ahead and apply some mascara. That way we can go ahead and throw on some eyelashes. I'm going to be using this little sample of a Clinique mascara, and this is the High Impact mascara, and I'm just going to kind of throw that on and then put the lashes on. My eyelash glue is drying on my eyelashes. I actually forgot to show you what eyelashes I'm going to go ahead and use today. These are the Artisan lashes, and they look like this. They are just very fluffy and wispy. I get these from Amazon. But yeah, these are what they are called. I will link them down below. But while those are dry, I'm actually going to go ahead and apply some primer. So I'm going to be using this Milk Makeup Primer, and this just helps blur everything and make your skin look flawless. And I feel like it just really smooths everything so that when I apply my foundation, it looks a lot smoother. And I'm just going to rub that all over my face, but maybe focus it on my T-zone. Just gonna go ahead and rub this in. This smoothing primer by Estee Lauder, and I'm going to apply that on top of that, and this just helps with pores and just smoothing everything out. The lashes are done, and I'm going to go ahead and put on my foundation. This is the foundations I'm going to be using. So I'm going to be using my Double Wear Stay in Place makeup, and then my True Match a little lighter, and this one is a little too warm for me right now because for some reason I did get a little lighter. So I'm going to go ahead and mix these two together, and this one also helps sheer out this one for being so thick. I'm just going to dot this all over my face and then blend it in with my sponge, my beauty sponge. This is the SLMISSGLAM one, and it's pretty much the only one I've been using forever now, and I really love it. So now I'm going to go ahead and apply my concealer, and this is the Estee Lauder Stay in Place Flawless Wear Concealer, and I just love this because it doesn't crease and it's really good coverage, and I love the way this one highlights. So I'm going to apply that underneath the eyes, and then as well down the center of my nose, and then a little bit on my forehead. I'm going to go ahead and apply my Airspun powder underneath my eyes to set my concealer. And I'm also going to take it down my nose because I feel like I get really oily there, and this just helps set it. And I'm going to take more of the Airspun powder, and I'm going to take this on an SLMISSGLAM kabuki brush, and I'm going to put that on the rest of the face. I'm going to go ahead and go back to the eyes, and I'm going to be taking that dark color mocha that we use, and then a little bit of this color right here, which is called Roxanne. So this shade right here and Roxanne. And I'm going to line my underneath of my eyes with a small pencil brush. And I'm going to put that right there where the lashes grow. I'm going to be taking a blending brush, this one right here, and I'm going to be taking this color right here, which is the second blending color we used, which is called Pewter, and a brush like this, and I'm going to just blend this underneath here. I'm going to go ahead and contour with my Too Faced Cocoa Bronzer, and this is in the shade Milk Chocolate, and I'm going to put that on my cheekbones and as well as my forehead and my nose and my jawline. After that, I'm going to go ahead and take some blush. This is the Tarte blush in the color Royal, and I love this blush for fall, and I really like these blushes because they stay on my cheeks. I don't know if you guys have a hard time with keeping your blush on, but this one helps stay on. These are 12-hour wear blushes, and I feel like every single time I use these, they never come off, which is what I really love about these. Then after that, I'm going to go ahead and highlight my cheeks, and I'm going to be using my Jaclyn Hill Champagne Pop, and this is one of my favorite highlighters. Look how much I've used. I actually want to repurchase this because this is one of my favorites, and I feel like this is the most intense highlighter that I have. And I feel like this one just matches me a lot better than a lot of the highlighters that I do have. Go ahead and put some mascara on my lower lashes just to help the real ones blend with the bottom. So now that the eyes are completely done, I'm going to go in and use a liquid lipstick, and this is the Meet Matte Hudgens collection from the Balm Cosmetics, and this is in the color Trustworthy. And I really like these because when you put them on, they just stay on for a really long time, and even if you like eat on them or drink, they don't like separate and crack and crumble off. They just like fade really nicely, and they don't get really ugly like most liquid lipsticks, which is what I really love about these. And the more you layer, it doesn't really get nasty like some liquid lipsticks do. And this is also a really pretty fall shade. Okay, so this is a finished look. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to give me a huge thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to hit that little bell down below. That way you guys can be notified when I upload. I do upload Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. If you do have some video requests, make sure that you do leave them down in the comment section below. Don't forget to check out my social media. That way you guys can stay updated with me, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.